Tom, you're Woody. How the heck did that happen?
You saved the day again, Woody.
You're my favorite deputy.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me.
Cast your mind back to 1992?
Actually, 91.
Okay.
Because we recorded an entire version of Toy Story 1 that didn't quite work the way they wanted it to, and so we went back and recorded a brand new version of it. They took a line from a movie I made for Disney called Turner and Hooch, in which I was yelling at a dog.
Oh, no, you're eating the car! Don't eat the car! Not the car! Oh, what am I yelling at you for? You're a dog.
And they animated Woody to that line, and it was on a loop. They did it again and again.
Oh, no, you're eating the car! Don't eat the car! Not the car!
And there were two things about it. One, it was like, I'm not sure what this is. The computer-generated animation itself had a look that was hyper-real, you know. But then also the marriage of the outraged voice of mine inside this outraged body of a toy was, I mean, it was just undeniably great.
Oh, you stupid dog!
So I was in from the get-go. They invited me over in order to sort of like explain this odd, unknown quantity of something that may or may not work. I said, well, it looks fine to me. Let's do it. Yeah. And thus it began.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Ah! Whoa! Hey, whoa. Did I frighten you? Didn't mean to. Sorry. Howdy. My name is Woody, and this is Andy's room.
25 years later, it's been a success, I think.
That worked out okay, yeah.
More or less okay.
Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Talking specifically about the character of Woody, I don't think there is a film character in the entirety of cinema, and I'm not just saying this, that is more beloved. Like, if you say Woody, people go, and they smile, right? They smile.
There's a quality to him that is based on this perhaps overwhelming sense of loyalty, you know.
What matters is that we're here for Andy when he needs us. That's what we're made for, right?
To each other. From now on, we stick together. To Andy.
You stay away from Andy. He's mine, and no one is taking him away from me.
To Bonnie.
We have to find him, Mom.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Aw, Sheriff Woody always coming to the rescue.
And a constant desire in order to make peace and in order to understand. I mean, there's a new character in Toy Story 4 that is pretty much a test of all of his resources of that reassurance as well as guidance.
You're Bonnie's toy. You are going to help create happy memories that will last for the rest of her life. Huh? What?
Oh, yeah.
I think the thing that's been unique and really quite astounding is that it has worked without compromise for these 4 films.
Look, Jesse, I know you hate me for leaving, but I have to go back. I'm still Andy's toy.
I don't think there's ever been a moment where they, and by it I mean the geniuses at Pixar, have allowed even Woody to coast on some version of his personality. He's tested every second of every movie, and quite frankly, it's exhausting.
Hold on, Woody!
You have no idea what it's like to be Tom. You just...
Well, I have never gone into a recording studio for Woody without wishing it was already over.
What? No, listen, no one's getting replaced. This is Andy we're talking about.
Because he is clenched. He is a clenched person, and everything he's going through is the crisis of his moment.
This cannot be happening to me.
And to stand and not being really able to move because you can't go off microphone and embody this. I mean, I'm getting clenched just thinking about it now.
No, Buster, no!
I have driven home after a 4 or 5 hour, sometimes a 6-hour recording session, and my diaphragm it hurts, it aches.
I will say this about Woody. The reason why I like him is that he feels like a guy who's about to lose his job.
Yeah.
And there's a feeling that we can all get behind that of, yep, I've had that fear. That, oh, come on, guys. If we don't do this, then that.
We have to get back, get there. There's so many things they have to get right. Oh, my Lord. It's exhausting.
Come on, this way.
How many times do you think you've said the words, come on, guys?
Oh.
Hey, now come on, guys.
If you go back, every line we've ever said in Toy Story is on a hard drive somewhere.
Okay.
Come on, get in position.
It started off on DAT, but now since it's got straight to a hard line.
Come on, Buzz.
And I think if you did some sort of computer search up, come on, guys, it's been said 4,700,000 times by me.
Come on.
Not by anybody else in the movie, for crying out. Everybody said, well, wait a minute, Woody. Hold on, Woody. Come on, wait, Woody. But I'm the only one who says, come on, guys. And I've said it millions of times.
Okay, what do I do? Come on, Woody. Think.
I really like how you interact with the stand-up, 7-foot tall toys.
Yeah. 7-foot tall, yes.
I mean, they're big, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have this way with them that just fills the internet's heart with joy.
Is that right?
I saw this tweet that just really...
Oh, yeah.
What do you reckon?
There is that one. There is that kind of no, but the other one is the kind of clinch fish outrage of no, my goodness. There's like that.
No.
And that all came about because they always have a video reference camera on you through the entire recording sessions. And there are moments where you have to physically inhabit the word and the line, and a lot of it is like that. Yeah. Yeah. So it's good to see that the actors that are in the walk-around cast costumes getting it down as well.
Where do you think is the strangest place you've seen Woody? And by that I mean merchandise or...
Tattooed on a guy's stomach, that was a biggie. That was just recently.
Stomach?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some legs and some arms. There was a young woman who said, she had a sign, I have Woody tattooed on my leg. And I said, hey, that's taking one for the team, bravo. But I came across a fella in Indianapolis who had Woody, and not just, Woody that took up all of his stomach. Wow. I said, now, that's a fan that I both admire and might want to avoid on occasion, depending on maybe time of day.
Yeah.
How do you go to the beach, man? How do you go water skiing? Well, I like that.
That's great. Also, it's a tattoo that in order to show it off, you've got to be like, hey, guys.
Yeah, got to take that off.
I've seen a guy who's got the word Andy on his...
Oh, look, like you have. You have on your foot. Yeah, how about that?
But tattooing it on your foot? Think about that.
I don't have any tattoos, but I understand it can hurt.
Yep.
And I think on the sole of your feet, that's somebody hell-bent on having a tattoo. By the way, which no one will ever see. Am I wrong?
No.
How do you show that off? You got to take off your shoe.
You're at a party going, hang on, guys.
Yeah, wait a minute. I got something.
Socks as well.
Now that I can understand a guy going to the beach in order to show off.
There you go.
You have a kid, Andy.
I'd like to talk to you about the behind-the-scenes footage that people shoot of you as you're doing your thing. Because you're not a gesticulator, as you say. You've got to get into the mic and really get at it.
But we've always said this job isn't about getting played with. It's about being there for Andy.
You occasionally do it, but not as much as Joan Cusack, who absolutely...
Oh, yeah.
She really goes to town.
Yay-ha! Fellas! I know what to do!
But Timothy Dalton is hysterical. How utterly still he just delivers the line.
Well, excuse me. I'm trying to stay in character.
Done. But Keanu, wow.
Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman.
Keanu's punching in the... Have you seen this?
Huh. Oh, yeah. Ha. Yes.
I have not seen that kind of behind-the-scenes footage because it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's a muscle memory of being in those. They're always kind of like dark rooms. It's kind of like being in Las Vegas. Is it sunny out? Is it dark out? You don't know. You're just in there recording.
And he gave us to Bonnie.
Bonnie needs him to get through kindergarten. That's Woody in a nutshell. That's Woody in a nutshell. But I know from which they come. I know that there is a line and an idea that you just can't deliver with your lips and your lungs. You got to throw your limbs in there in order to make it come out of you.
New from Maple Leaf Toys. Who's a Canuck with all the luck? Now you can bring home Duke Kaboom. Who's the most spectacular daredevil Canada has ever seen?
When he's posing, I mean Keanu's posing.
Well, I mean,
it's got to happen.
Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman. Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
He's posing.
Yeah.
Duke, we need
Hold
to...
on, one more. Oh yeah.
When they said, "Oh, we have this character called Duke Kaboom, and he's Canada's greatest action hero, and Keanu Reeves is going to play it," I just said, "You guys have bottled perfection once again."
There's another meme online of find somebody who looks at you the way Keanu Reeves looks at Tom Hanks. I'm gonna have to show you the photo.
Dear,
it's too good.
Is this as we are, or as a?
It's very sweet.
You know, the thing when we get together as the cast, when we're out promoting it, we know each other very well, and yet we've only just meeting for the very first time. So there's a lot of this kind of Gestalt language that we've had because we've been there and we've done it, but we're still just getting to say, "How you doing?" and "What a pleasure to meet you" for the first time.
Tipping the cap.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of.
I know you.
A lot of thumbs up. Hey, how about that? Huh? Way to go.
What a movie that was. I'd like to ask you about your exasperated noises. I think they're the best in the business.
You can do it, Woody!
There's a little clip of you talking about a nose sigh.
A nose sigh, right here. That's what it says.
I heard that was your specialty.
I'm guessing that is a...
And that's just so particularly Pixar, isn't it? No, not a sigh.
Yeah.
A nose sigh.
Which is like... yeah.
Could you do it a little wetter? There you go.
Sorry.
Awesome.
They have in the hard drive, they have every oomph, ouch, bonk.
Woody?
That has ever been done. And so it kind of astounds me when they say, look, at the end of today's session, we're going to get some more, what do they call them, interstitials or
breath
grunts, breaths, a lot of breaths. And I honestly say, guys, I have recorded probably 300 hours as Woody. Do you not have everything you play? And the answer is no.
Nope.
You gotta redo it all over again.
Once more with feeling.
Matter of fact, sometimes the last sessions that you have is what they call ADR, looping to that. They have you climbing up something, and you have to you gotta match what they've done.
It's a fun game, but I'm feeling a bit cruel today. On the way here, I was walking, I had this idea. In this movie, Toy Story 4, it's focused around the pull string, right?
Oh yeah, voice box.
And Woody has a series of pull string quotes. And if I give you the first word of the quote, could you give me from memory?
Let's give it a shot.
Because there's 7 of them. That's what
All
I
right.
counted.
All right.
Okay, reach.
For the sky.
Easy.
Reach for the sky.
In fact, rephrase. Could you remember them just off the top of your head, do you think?
Reach for the sky.
Reach for the sky.
There's a snake in my boots.
There's a snake in my boots.
I'd like to join your posse, boys, but first I gotta sing a little song.
I'd like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm gonna sing a little song.
Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
You're gonna have to help me out now.
Someone's poison.
Someone's poisoned the water hole.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Poison? Who would do such a mean thing?
That was an original. That came out of what could we say? Someone's poisoned the water hole.
Fantastic. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
And that ends with a line I've never fully really been able to say out loud. We've got to get this wagon trainer moving.
No, I have no memory of that. We got to get this wagon trainer moving. That sounds about right. Now, in the old days, a pull string really was this mechanical kind of thing. It depended on where you landed, determined what the quote was. Now it's all digital. You pull it once and it cycles through them all.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
It's busted.
Who you calling busted, Buster?
I don't want to spoil the film for anybody, but this will make a lot of people cry.
All right.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Woody, who needs a kid's room when you can have all of this?
Wow. Woody, aren't we going to Bonnie?
How do you feel about, particularly this film and Toy Story 3, resulting in families, in a good way, having a cry in the cinema?
Well, it ends up representing, oddly enough, dare I say it, the human condition somehow. Our lives are one damn thing after another somehow. I must say that the end of the penultimate scene, I guess, in Toy Story 3 achieved something that absolutely blew me away, and I really haven't quite been able to recover it.
What do we do?
Toys about to meet their end, and what do? They reach out for each other. This was, I might get worked up about it. No, even right now, I might have to do it. But the surety of the end of Toy Story 4 is one that it's kind of like, in a lot of ways, it's the best emotional quality because it's what must be. And because of that, it even hits you maybe perhaps even a little harder. But this is what it must be.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I want to leave you with one silly question, as if the other ones haven't been silly. I loved you with Soccer Aid yesterday. Tip of the cap to anybody who did the Andy football boot gag, whether that was you.
News to me. No.
Do we have our very own personalised boots for you? Here we go.
Oh, look, they say Andy on the back.
Nice.
Came out of nowhere. It's so funny. I had 15 people screaming at me what I was going to be doing at that point, and I don't remember a moment. There's something about the attention of 39,000 screaming fans that takes you out of yourself.
I can imagine that.
I gave somebody a fist bump. One of the players a fist bump coming off, and that's the only thing I can remember from doing it.
Well, this is the silly question. What's your favourite thing about Britain?
Oh dear. Oh my. Now that truly is a great question. I'm going to say, the time I will tell you this, my most fond memory of being here, and I've worked here and I've made movies here and I've done an awful lot of press and I've visited as a quasi-tourist. There was a day I had that was as sunny as could be, and I took the newspaper into Hyde Park and read it for a while on the bench. I was completely alone. Read it for a while on the bench. No one got made. And then I went and just laid under a tree and slept for the better part of 90 minutes. That was, in a weird way, that was the greatest day I've ever had in all of England. That and an unfortunate choice of a chimichanga from a Mexican restaurant in Edinburgh. That's actually the yin and yang of the two, what I loved and what I regretted about a trip to your fabulous country.
And that's Britain.
So long, partner.
Thank you so much, Tom.
My pleasure. Nice talking to you. Very enjoyable conversation.
Oh, hey, Buzz, you haven't even bought these toys yet. Come here, you're
Thanks for watching. If you like that, then do watch these videos, or you can listen to my podcast called Radio 1's Screen Time. Oh, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button. You can now get more Radio 1 in your life by downloading the BBC Sounds app or the BBC iPlayer app. Search for full-length versions of these interviews by typing in Movies with Ali Plumb.